One, two, testing. 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 Hello. Hello. Are you hearing me now? If you are hearing me, just type something right now. If you are hearing me, just type right now. I think I'm now clear. I think now you can hear me. All right, all right. Just type in the chat and tell others that yes, now we are live and the sound is working. Now the sound is working. Hello, Victor. Welcome, Victor Atuku. Thank you so much for attending. Type something in the chat so that I can. Right, we're just gonna give it 2 minutes for the people just to join right now. I hope people are joining since the sound is now working. Sorry about the inconvenience lately. Right, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, thank you. Welcome, Edwin. Thank you for being here. Thank you, you, me. Thank you so much for coming through. Yeah, you can also just type in the chat so that you can let other people know that the sound is now working. Sorry for the inconvenience that was happening. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much, guys, wherever you are. I know some of you right in the middle of the night now. It's about 9-10 p.m. thereabout. Thank you so much for making time to be here. All right, so I'll just jump right straight into it so that I don't spend much of your time. Other people will actually join us while as we are moving on and moving ahead. Um, just take your friends and take some people. Tell them we are live now. Let them join um, right now. Thank you. Thank you so much for confirming that the sound is working. Thank you so much, everybody, for confirming that. Thank you so much. So, right, let's get started into it. We are getting started right now. So, I'm going to start the presentation, and some of the people will join us along the way, right? So, the company name, our company is called Immigrapreneur. Our motto is be free and do more. We are helping people to find pathways to come to the United States of America to start their, to upgrade their education. Mainly, we focus on um, master's degrees because we can then connect the students or the clients with funding. Okay, so let me just run through why now. Okay, why now? The thing is, right now there are plenty of programs in the United States of America for especially for master's degrees, right? And there is access to financial partners through loans, right? Many financial institutions are starting to actually warm up and to provide loans for students, especially students in Africa who want to pursue their master's degrees, especially in STEM programs, right? And right now, we are focusing on January 2026. We might also help other people for August 2026 intakes. But right now, in this month of September, you have to actually engage us as soon as yesterday, so that we can start to evaluate your situation, your qualifications, and then also do your application as soon as yesterday, right? For January 2020 2026. Okay. So why work with us? Our consultation fee is absolutely free. We don't charge you anything. Application fee sometimes it is also free at some partner universities, at partner your schools, right? But some even other partner schools might want you to pay an application fee, which might be $50, which might be $100, which might be $80. But if you are to pay that, you will pay directly to the school, right? You pay it directly to the school. We do not collect any money from you. We do not handle any finances for you. We don't give you any link, any payment link at all. But we help you, our consultation, our processing fee. We just do all those things for free, right? So what do? We do university matching for you. We help you to get a program and a school that matches your aspirations and your future goals based on your experience and your past degree, right? And then we connect you to partial scholarships. Mainly, if there are scholarships, they're partial, but mainly we connect you to loan companies, which can give you a loan that can help you to start your program so that you are able to actually come to America and study, right? And let's face it, a lot of Africans do not come to America, are not able to come to America to study, not because they're not intelligent, not because they don't qualify, but mainly because they lack the support financially to actually come and study and be able to pay tuition and living expenses. So we actually cover that gap using loan companies. And in some cases, in some schools, they also give partial scholarships. Now we do application assistance. We will assist you with your applications, right? So we literally create documents for you with you. We literally rewrite your resumes. We literally rewrite your essays. We literally do everything using our expertise. We speak with you. We coach you for school interviews. We actually initiate the application for you. We literally do almost everything with you in consultation with you, right? And then after that, if you get a place, we help you with visa coaching. So we have got good experience with understanding the American visa system. We help you and we coach you with that. And then after that, if you get a visa, we help you with accommodation support. We arrange you into groups. We connect you with people here who can help you get accommodation, right? So We have helped right now more than 300 people. When this slide was more than 300 people to do this thing, right? Which is a lot of people. We have helped directly people that have actually crossed the borders through our organization, 300 people, right? But we have influenced more than 1,500 students to actually take this step indirectly. Because when I started this, I was doing it for free, and I was just sending PDFs out in church groups. Because I'm a pastor, so I had a lot of connections with pastors, I had a lot of connections with the religious leaders, and I was sending PDFs for people just to help themselves with my PDFs and information. And I was holding these Zoom meetings for free and just helping people, right? So introduction about me. My name is Gibson Sgauke, and over the past 2 years, now it's almost 3 years actually, I've been helping people to change their lives. And when I came to the United States of America, I went through the same system. I was a student also, and I managed to get my green card application approved. And then I actually started to help other people to do the same. So I help people to study abroad. I help people to get permanent residence in America. I have a community for that. I even help people to get permanent residence straight from Africa if they do qualify. But it's just my story. I came as a student. I managed to get a green card application approved. And now I'm on a mission to help others achieve the same dreams through studying in the United States of America. And I will say, America will give you an opportunity that can connect Africa, that can connect your African experience in a very different way. And it will open a lot of doors for you. It will open a lot of doors for you, because once you connect the American ecosystem and capital with the African potential, then you're unstoppable, because you will be full circle. You will have a broader perspective, and more opportunities will actually find you. So that's my name. My name is Gibson Sgauke. You can look me up on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. You can look me up everywhere. We also send links in the WhatsApp group for those who want to verify more. Okay, so who do we save? We can help anyone who wants to do a master's degree, given that you have a bachelor's degree, right? And your bachelor's degree must be a 4-year program. 4-year program, it's easy to get. 3-year program, yes, we can help you, but it's a bit difficult, okay? If you don't have a degree and you want to do a bachelor's degree, then you should bring your own capital. You should bring your own money for tuition and for living expenses, because we don't have connections for loans or partial scholarships for undergrad degrees, right? We have connections for loans and partial scholarships and mainly loans actually, for people who want to do master's degrees, right? Maybe why pursue a master's degree in America? You advance your career, you increase your earning potential, you have access to global opportunities, right? And you can then move on from your degree. You can then work for 3 years using your visa, and then you can change to other visas like H-1B, and also do an application for a green card like I did, which is EB2 NIW or EB1A and things like that. And we have a community for things like this. We do help people to do these things, right? But studying in America also expands your network. Like I said, you connect with many professionals in your industry, and you will also have opportunities to really upgrade your career. Okay. So what do? We do program selection with you. Okay. So we help you to literally find the program that makes sense. Okay. A lot of programs that people talk about right now, they don't make sense, right? They make sense when you're in the context of Africa, but in America, they no longer make sense because the upskilling is different and the way people look at your education is different. For example, in America, they use what they call a skill-based system to employ you, not necessarily just the fact that you have a degree. Yes, a degree is a badge of honor. A degree brings credibility. A degree opens the door for you to get an interview. But once you are in there, they need to see the skills that you can actually do, right? So in also the way of how careers are narrated, perceived, changed very much in the past 4 years, especially in the past 3 years after ChatGPT became mainstream and artificial intelligence became really mainstream. Okay, a lot of things changed and careers also changed. So we will be helping you to get a degree. Some of the degrees that you've never thought you can do will help you say, hey, you can do this degree, you qualify for it, because once you do it, you get a job. So we'll be helping you with that. That's the most important part. And I know a lot of people, they'll be like, oh my God, I want this degree, I want that degree. But some of the degrees will not be relevant for career in the future, given what is happening right now. Okay. And then we help you with funding. So funding, mainly we use loans, right? So mainly we have companies that actually give you a loan, and then your loan, you will pay it back I will share about that in the next slide, right? And after that, visa coaching, we help you to get a coach. We coach you, and then application support, literally A to Z. We help you with that. Career guidance, we also help you how to position yourself for good job opportunities, both in America and in Africa also, right? We also help you with accommodation arrangements. And we do all these things for free, right? We do all these things for free. Application fee, if you choose a program or there's a program that matches you and the university requires you to pay an application fee, we will tell you and you pay the university directly, right? And you need maybe a Visa card or something like that. You don't pay us anything. We don't need any money from you. Even our employees or partners, they will not ask you for any money from you. The only money that you pay is the money that you actually send to the university if they require an application fee. In most cases, sometimes they don't, right? And we use other universities which do not require application fees. It depends with the program and it depends with what you want. Okay, right, let's move on. So requirements, what do we need? We need any degree, right? As long as your degree does not have too many Fs. Maximum usually of number of fails on your transcript should be 4. Okay, your degree class should have a GPA of about 3.0 out of 4. All right, or a degree class of 2.2. This is when you are using the system, the British system, which says first degree is 1, then the second is 2.1, and then 2.2, and then 3. Right? If you have a 2.2 degree class, you're good to go. If you have got what we call a GPA of 2.5 or a third class degree according to the British system, then you might need about 5 years of work experience to 7 years of work experience for you to qualify in other degrees, in other programs, right? But we'll be helping you all through these things. We also evaluate your cases to see if you really meet the requirements so that we can work with you, we can help you. So that's why we want you to send an email to us so that we can evaluation that, right? So the types of schools that we work with over 400 schools. These are some of the schools that we literally work with. On this, I just did a screenshot of some schools that we do work with, right? But we will be telling you the programs. What is most important usually is the programs that you'll be working with, right? The program that you'll be working with. Oh, so this slide did not put in the programs, but I will summarize the program right now off your head. I'll also send the programs. I have sent the programs on the flyer on the chart. Those are the programs that we really look forward to, right? So we are talking about STEM programs in mathematics. We're talking about MBAs. We're talking about artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, computer science. We're talking about some selected leadership courses and economics and accounts, right? So if you have a social science background, maybe you're a teacher or something, don't worry. You just bring your degree. If you have a 4-year degree or something that is equivalent, we can help you to transition to another program like artificial intelligence, where you will apply artificial intelligence tools into your teaching program or your domain expertise called teaching, right? We will help you with all those kind of stuff. We will help you how to transition from one so-called career pathway to another, or how to get a skill that you can apply into your domain, right? So for example, supply chain, you might not necessarily need to do a master's in supply chain. You might need to do a master's in data analytics, and then you use data analytics in supply chain, right? Or you can do an MBA or a management program where you pick courses on supply chain. Then you become a domain expert in supply chain, but the other skills, leadership skills, and other tools, analysis tools, data analysis tools that you're learning from that leadership program will help you to be a better supply chain manager or supply chain expertise because you've got tools and skills to use in that domain. Okay. So what is your budget? Our consultation fee, if you're working with us, is absolutely zero. Okay. So it's zero. You don't pay us anything. University application, it's zero. It ranges from zero to, I say, $125, depending with the program, depending also with the university. But in most cases, this can be $0 to $50, right? And then next steps within, right now, we cannot say 90 days. We can say within the next, let's say, if you work with us from today, within the next 3 weeks, you will get a response from the school, and the school will give you a place, right? And some universities will require that you hold a deposit. You send a deposit of $250 so that they know you're serious, right? But you pay this again directly to the school. The school will speak with you. They'll tell you how you do this. And at this point in time, you're already accepted, you're already admitted, and we have already managed to bring out a loan for you. We have managed to apply a loan for you at this point in time, right? So you don't pay this $250 when you don't have a loan, when you don't have a place. Already you have a place, you have a loan, the money has been secured, right? And then when we move forward, you then pay what they call service fee at the United States Embassy. You pay this at the United States Embassy. And then if you do that, you then later on, they'll call you for an interview. You pay $185. This is for the visa interview. All right. And if you get a visa, the final step is to pay for the A ticket to come to America. All right. Once you come to America, the loan will kick in. They will pay your tuition. They will give you some living expenses. All right. They'll give you some living expenses. All right. I hope this is clear. Because this is your budget in your timeline. To get started right now, our consultation fee is free. And then at some point in time, once you get a place, once you get a loan, you need to pay a $250 deposit fee, and then a service fee of $350. The loan processing fee, we're no longer using a company. We don't use the company that needs that anymore. And then a visa fee, maybe $185 at the embassy. All this money you pay them at the embassy. And then if all works out well, you fly to the United States of America. Okay. We have helped more than 300 plus students right now as we speak, and we've influenced more than 1,500 students to do the same process in the past 2.5 years. All right. These are some of the testimonies. I've been posting some of these testimonies in the WhatsApp chat. And there we go. And these are some of the testimonies. Again, more testimonies here of people that have actually migrated to the United States of America via our program, right? So this is more testimonies. Like right now, people, I know sometimes you have good questions right now. These are the questions that most people will ask. Am I allowed to work as a student when I come to the United States of America, right? So you can work as a student at the campus that you are at, okay? You find a campus job, you'll be paid about $1,000 per month, all right? So $800 sometimes, but average $1,000 while you're a student, right? After 9 months as a student, now you can apply outside campus to get internships, okay? You use what they call OPT or CPT for you to get an internship, right? And you can work at any company that you have managed to get a job at, all right? Once you graduate, you have 3 years to work, okay? You have 3 years to work as a student. Now, let's talk about the portion of my living expenses. People ask me this question: how does the loan work? Is it going to cover my living expenses? The truth is, yes, it will. So they'll give you a loan. That loan will cover your tuition, right? Full tuition. And then that loan, they'll give you back on average 15,000, right? Immediately, 15,000 on average. That 15,000, you will use it to buy your groceries, to pay your rentals. You will use it even to pay the interest for the loan, because they require you to pay an interest while you're a student, only interest. So, but you pay that interest using the money that they are giving you, okay? So that's how it works. So you get about $15,000 lump sum, and you budget it over a period of, let's say, 6 to 7 months. And then after that, you get another, let's say, 8 to 10,000. And then you budget it again for a period of about 4 to 6 months. And then after that, they give you another lump sum of about 7,000, 8,000. They continue doing that, but you use their money to pay their interest back, okay? And then once you graduate, you get a job of $80,000 per year. You'll pay this loan easily, because they will require you to pay about $800 to about $1,000 every month. So if you're being paid $90,000 in your job, you're good to go. After tax, you have maybe 6,000 to 7,000, and you can just take 1,000 to pay back the loan, right? So in the long run, on the broader picture, you have been equipped to really be able to attend a university in America and to get a high-paying job in the United States of America, right? So this is how you should look at it, and this is how you should work, right? Accommodation costs, let's say, about $500, right, per person. But if you have your money and you're coming with your own money, you can actually rent those 2-bedroom flats for about $1,400 per month. Okay. Food expenses. Food is very cheap here in America. Very, very cheap. That's the cheapest thing that you ever get. Their food is, we can put a budget of $200 maximum per month, but about $100 will work out, right? $100 will work out for food in America. Food is cheap in America. Okay. Will I get a job after graduating, and can I stay in the US? The answer is you can stay in the US. Yes, you can. Your visa that you get actually automatically gives you another 3 years of working, right, through what they call OPT and OPT STEM extension. And what you need is just find a job, right? So you get a job and then you start working. I think that's what I can say about that. And then, can I pay back the loan while studying in the US? So as a student, they require you only to pay interest, right? So their interest is about $400, $300 usually when you're just starting, maybe 400 when you are, somewhere there about in the middle. And then it continues to increase as you take more money, because you start to take the first tuition, first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester. By the time you graduate, you will be paying, after graduating, you'll be paying about $800 to $1,100, and that includes both the interest and the principal. But remember, while you're a student, you're only paying interest, and that interest you can actually use their money to pay back that loan, right? And you're given up to 12 years to pay back this loan, paying about $1,000 every month. But also the job that you work here in America will be paying you so much money. Just to give you a perspective, if you are doing care work, which does not require a degree, care work alone will give you about $6,000, right, a month. If you are working full time as a care worker, to give you about $6,000 to $7,000, right? If you are just driving as an Uber driver in America, you can make as much as $6,000, $8,000 a month, okay? And these things that don't require a degree, you're just driving, right? You're just doing care work, right? So the opportunities, they're there. Once you have your degree, you can get a good job. You can be paid as much as 100,000, $80,000 minimum, 100,000 going up, depending with your ambition, your skills, your drive, right? So what this program is giving you an opportunity to apply your drive and make sure that your potential is realized, right? To apply your drive and to make sure that your potential is realized. All right. Can I bring my children with me to the United States of America? Yes, you can bring your spouse and your children either immediately or after you have arrived in the USA. So if you want to bring your wife or your husband or your kids, they are called dependents, and they'll get a visa called F2 visa, right? And then on the F2 visa now, the loan program that we have does not cover the money that is required to be seen by the embassy, right? So you need $7,000 for your spouse and $5,000 for every child in a bank statement, right? This bank statement can be your bank statement. It can be a company's bank statement. It can be your father's bank statement. It can be your friend's bank statement. You just need a bank statement to support your visa application, right? You just need a bank statement to support your visa application, because yourself as a student, you support your application using the loan and the scholarship that you get from schools, okay? That's what you use. For your dependents, you then need an external bank statement that you can use. It does not necessarily mean that you need this money to bring it here, because you can still use the money that you have to support your kids, or getting some, once you get a job on campus, you can use that money to support your kids. But most importantly, if you have kids, you can come along first and then they can come later, right? Or you can do it at the same time, find their visa at the same time, and then you come with them at the same time. All right. All right. Okay. How long does it take to start the application process? Right. If you start right now with you, it takes a long time. But right now for January, we have schools that we can fast take the applications with you, and you can get your response by the end of September, which is this month. And you can go to the process maybe in October, November, and maybe early December, and you can actually get your visa for January, and you can come to the United States of America. You just need to drive, you just need to be prepared, you need to give us all the details that we ask you for, right? Can I bring my mother on my visa? The answer is no. Do you guarantee the visa? We can't, and we don't, okay? We do not work for the embassy. We are not part of the American government. We are not even lawyers. We are just a start abroad consulting company. So which programs can you help me start with? The programs I have already mentioned, this one, right? But we don't care about any degree. We just need a degree, and we can help you with that. Okay. All right. So if you are interested, you can submit your degree certificate and transcripts to the email on the screen, which is ops@imigipreneur.com. It is also in the description of this YouTube video. And you can then submit your transcript and your certificate and your full name, so that we can evaluate if you are a good fit for this program, right? So that if you're a good fit for this program. If you want to do it once, you can just send everything in our WhatsApp group, right? We tell you exactly what you should submit. So just follow that instruction, send an email with your degree certificate, with your transcript, and with the other details there, right? And then we take it up from there, we evaluate, and we start working, okay? So right now, I'm going to look into my chart and to see if there are questions, right? Just in the charts, if there are questions here. Okay. So someone is asking about, are we supposed to do a GMAT? A GMAT. Okay, let me just stop sharing so that I use the screen here. Okay. Okay, yes, there we go. Um Okay, so I'll just look in the chat right now. If you've got a question, just send it through straight into the chat, and I will be answering. Right, ask any question that you have right now, and I will respond to it as fast as I can. So I'm just typing in the chat right now that ask any question now. Okay, let me see if there are some other questions here. Are we supposed to do IALs and GMAT exam? Not necessarily. Not necessarily for most countries, no. So if you did your degree in English, your first degree in English, most likely no, right? Most likely no. If we speak also with schools to waive that, if you did your degree in English, right? GMAT, no, we don't focus on programs that require GMAT or a GRE, okay? And also, most universities actually right now they're waiving the GREs and the GMAT. Okay, so we are not focusing on that right now. We'll find programs that do not need that. Another question is: I have a degree in education and mathematics, business studies, and I want to do masters in statistics. Master, yes, we can find you a program for masters in statistics. Send us an email. Send us an email. Send in all your degree certificate and transcripts, please. And when you're sending these things, just send the degree certificate, just the transcript, so that we actually know what we're talking about. Don't send everything about your life. So people are just sending everything about their life, something that you scanned 10 years ago or 5 years ago, and then you just send this to us. It will confuse the way we look at your application, right? Send things that we just need, right? Like a degree certificate, your transcript, and we want to look at that. And then once we need more things, you just send them through. With MBA, is this possible? Yeah, we will. What I can guarantee you is we will find you a program, not necessarily MBA, maybe, but we'll find you a program that can actually suit your requirements in leadership, right? Okay, English requirement. It depends with your degree, Edwin. Edwin is asking about English. It depends with your degree, right? It depends with your degree. If you did your first degree in English with when you were taught in English, most likely we will not need that, right? Most likely we will not need that. Do you offer scholarships for music, gospel, as singers? No, we do not. We don't. We're just doing career stuff, kind of secular career stuff. Do you have Bible study course? No, it's not funded. We don't have that one. Yeah. But also, if you have a bachelor's already in theology or a bachelor's in something related to music, or for example, use that degree for you to move forward to the next level of leadership, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that if you did biology, if you did theology, you just need to continue doing a master's and then a PhD in theology. Yes, you can. But also, you might need skills in leadership, right? In management, so that even as you are managing Christian organizations, non-profits, churches, you do that very well, because that's also what is right now. They don't know how to manage, they don't know how to lead, right? They have a good heart, but they do have got very poor skills when it comes to management and leadership and financial decision making and also capital allocation. Okay. Yeah. So okay. All right. Yes, guys. So I'm seeing the questions here. I think there's no longer any question. Yeah. Thank you so much, Robert. Robert is saying I'll be happy to join you. Thank you so much, Robert. Can you send us an email with your degree certificate, with your with your degree certificate, right? And transcript, and then we see that. Okay. Yeah. I am a gospel singer, but I cannot get support. Yeah, we are not supporting. If you don't have a degree at this point, to Victor, we cannot really help you. We don't have that, right? So we just tell you the truth, because we what we say is what we do, right? what we say is what you do. You are going to realize that I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, are these people serious? Are they going to do this? Yes, what we say is what we do. And I'll tell you the truth right now. I don't have a solution or support for like how do I support a gospel artist, right? Unless if you have a degree in music or a degree in theology or something like that, then I can help you to come to America, and then you do a leadership course. But in that process, you then major in the music classes, and then while it's doing that, you can then expose yourself to other musicians, other companies, and then you start to sing at school. You start to sing at the nearby um, churches, and then you start to sing in the nearby. You find partners, right? That's how it works. You find partners through your school to then upgrade your comedy or your music or whatever. It starts with the degree, right? And remember, we are from Africa, so Africans, for us to be believed, we need a little bit of credibility through education. Education brings credibility, right? So whatever you do, if you have a degree, you're good to go. We'll help you to get a program. Once you're here in America now, you do whatever you want. You can then at your school start to sing, start to play, start to do a lot of stuff, and a lot of people will support you. I can guarantee you a lot of people will support you, including a lot of professors. They love that kind of stuff, right? Okay. I have a question. When will you start to apply for us? So we are starting applications on Monday. We are starting applications on Monday for this group on this WhatsApp chat, right? We already have 400 applications that are running right now, 400 applications that are running. But for this group right now, we are focusing with you guys. We're starting applications on Monday. So if you send us your stuff on Monday, we are starting your application. And if you do it very well and you send us everything, in 2 weeks' time, you will have a response from the school. And if that works out well, in 2.5 weeks, you have a response from the school. You will have what we call funding from the loan company. You will also have an I-20, which is a legal document that you can use to the embassy to apply for your application, for your visa application. Okay. And if everything works out well, by the end of November, you will have a visa. All right. So this is how fast it can be. It is really fast, really, really fast. So to answer your question, Amy, we are doing application starting on Monday. So if you are serious about this, send us a degree certificate, send us a transcript via email. The email is there in the chart. Let me write it here again. It is also in the description, right? You can find it also in the WhatsApp, right? So this is the email, okay? ops@immigrantpreneur.com. That's the email. I've just ticked the email. Okay, so Amy is saying I've already sent you an email. Yeah, we'll respond to that very as soon as possible. So by tomorrow morning, we'll have responded to you. Victor is saying my career is counselor. If you have a degree, Victor, do you have a degree? Type in the chat. Do you have a degree, Victor? So that we finalize how we can help you, Victor. Do you have a degree? Answer that question. And then I'll see you. I can give you even a strategy. I can give you a plan, right? Because some of the things, let me listen to me, guys. I know I am an African myself. You are Africans, right? All of you here, you're Africans. I'm an African also. I actually come from a country called Zimbabwe, right? So I'm just African, just like you guys, right? So despite all these borders that we put and all these other things that happens and the languages that we speak, which are vast and different, it just shows our diversity. But the one thing that is very certain about African people, I want you to know this: you need a long-term strategy around the natural skills that God gave you. Okay. So I know a lot of people think, oh my God, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. But as an African person, most of us, we don't come from backgrounds where our fathers were super rich, extremely rich, our grandparents were super rich, and all those kind of things. So the thing that we have is God given. We have our natural intelligence, we have our physical strength, we have our natural talents, right? What you need to do is you leverage one of your talents. Okay. So if you can go to school, get a degree, or if you already have a degree, let's leverage that. The way we leverage that is now a company can believe in you, right? A company can give you a loan just because you have a degree. A university will give you a place just because you have a degree, right? They cannot believe you any other ways. But if you put out your degree, they'll believe you. Once they believe in you, they give you a place, and then the loan company gives you a loan. That loan now enables you to come to America to study the university, make connections, get a good job, get paid high salaries in the future. So now your strategy in the long term, 5 years from today, 10 years from today, you're going to be maybe worth 500,000, $1 million if you do it very well. Why? Just because a company believed your degree, and just because the university believed that you have a degree. Okay, so that's how we look at this thing. So you need this kind of strategy. Even to those people without degrees right now, I will encourage you to get a degree if you are African. Okay, still get that degree. It will work one day. I know a lot of people, oh my God, you'll be paid peanuts, but it's because you are focusing only about getting a degree and working in one place called Africa. If you get a degree in Africa, you can use that degree, come to America and upskill yourself, get paid more, and then you start to support other people who are in Africa. All right. You start companies, you start a lot of things in Africa. All right. So so just to help you, you need a long-term strategy. Don't think short-term, think long-term, mid-term, and long-term strategy. If I do this, what will happen? And that's what you guys, I want you to know. And just understand. Okay. Robert saying my second class upper division, can it work? My second class, yeah, that should work. Yeah, that's a two something. That should work. That should work. And then Amy saying, thank you so much. You gave clearance to everything, but I have one more question after study. Does the loan not be great burden to the students? Right. So after graduating, think of it this way. Don't think about these amounts of money with the salaries in Africa. Okay. Think about these amounts of money with the salaries in the USA. Now, disclaimer and just foundational thinking. 90% of all Americans, white, black, Indians, all Americans that you know, they go to university using loans. I want you to know that. They go to university using loans. In fact, education in America, primary, secondary, and high school is free. Absolutely free. They actually give you food at school. They don't pay anything, right? You only pay at university. But at university, they give you a loan. So 90% of all those people that you see in America, they go to college using loans. There was no opportunity for Africans to do that, for example, or other international students to do that. But these companies are coming up with these solutions to offer the same opportunity that Americans have to international students. So now, looking at it that way, once you graduate, imagine you get a job that pays you $90,000 or $100,000. What that means is after tax, you're left with almost $82,000 if you are being paid 100, right? 80,000, 82,000. So per month, you're being paid about $6,000 to $7,000. So if you are paying back $1,000 every month, you're left with $5,000 to $6,000 within your pocket, right? So you now have cash flow. So that's how you should look at it. And also the other thing is, it's about believing in the gifts that God gave you. If you have a degree, you're an intellectual, you're not a hustler. I know a lot of people think, oh my God, I'm a hustler. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this. A lot of people who went to college, you are not a hustler. You are hustling because the economy is not promoting your actual skills, which is intellectual. America does that. It promotes that. So if you get a job working very well, that's good to go. And you will pay back this money. All right. Yeah, okay. So Victor said level 1 and level 2. Okay. I think Victor just I need to understand more about what level 1 and level 2 is in your country. I'm confusing the two right now. Is that high school? What is it? Is it a diploma or what? So you might need to write me a direct WhatsApp message actually explaining that more so that we take it up from there, Victor, right? So that I see how I can help you. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm not seeing any other questions here. I'm not seeing any other questions here. I hope you were answered. I hope I tried to really clarify a lot of things that people had questions with. Please stay in tune with our WhatsApp group. We continue talking. We continue bringing new people. We continue giving you information. But everybody who attended this meeting tonight, you know what? Opportunities like this, sometimes they don't repeat themselves. They do not repeat themselves. This is once in a lifetime opportunity where there are companies which are saying, we will put money on the table for you. Okay? We will put money on the table for you to come to America. These opportunities, they don't repeat themselves. Okay? So take it seriously. Jump in right now. Let us evaluate your credentials. We're going to help you to actually figure out everything. And just remember that one step of action every day will take you to your ultimate destination. And that's how life is all about. All the things that you see, somebody sat down, thought about them, and then they executed. Somebody thought about even the building that you're seated in, sleeping in, seated in right now. Somebody thought about, I can build this thing. And he actually put it on paper. And then he started to work on that. And now you are seated in the dreams of somebody else. So the same thing happens with your life. You can actually see these opportunities, create dreams, and walk in those dreams. And also for your kids, those who are married, those who will be married, those who are going to have kids, your kids automatically will have a better future because now they will be having an American education, an American foundation, and at the same time, they do have connections in Africa. Now, they are diverse, they're very flexible, and they will be able to conquer and have more opportunities. So think also about your kids that you're going to have in the future. Think about the type of life that you want them to live, right? Education, for example, here in America is so free, right? Free, free, free. And while it is free, it is way much better in terms of building confidence, building exposure to your kid more than private schools in Africa, which people pay $10,000 per semester, $5,000 per semester. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much about this. Thank you so much. So yeah, Victor, just type. You go on the WhatsApp, send a direct message. I will talk with you on the phones on the WhatsApp, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for your questions. I will be seeing you in the WhatsApp chat, and may God richly be. Okay, there's a lot. There's one more question there. Okay, is the job guaranteed? Let's suppose you return to Africa. How can you? Okay, so when you come to America, you are starting a new life. Okay, you will go back to Africa to see your parents. You go back to Africa to see your friends. But it's just like the same thing that you did when you moved. For those who moved from the village to the capital city, maybe you moved from the village to Nairobi. Okay, you're now living in Nairobi. Okay, but you visit the village here and there. That's the same thing that is happening here. Okay, so this thing of moving to better opportunities, it does not start by coming to America. It actually starts in our own countries. We move from villages to towns. We move from towns to cities, and we move from one part of the city to another part of the city because there's a job there, right? There are people who you move from, oh my God, from the village. You move from Kumasi to, if you're in Ghana, to another, or from the village to Kumasi, the town, right? Or you move to Nairobi in Kenya because why? You're moving to the city. So that's the same thing here. You move to America, you've moved to another different place where you're looking for better opportunities. Now, is the job guaranteed? The job is not guaranteed, right? You find the job. Just like what you do once you graduate in Kenya, you find the job. But the good thing is in America, the jobs are there. You just need to position yourself, find them, your network. There are departments at schools that teaches this. Okay. And if you're from Africa, for example, if Amy, you're from Kenya, I'm assuming you're from Kenya, right? Just think of how many Kenyans are in America right now. Okay. So to give you a perspective, Kenya brings more than 6,000 students every year to America. And they're Kenyans. They're just like you. And they're surviving. And they're making money. And they're here. So this is your opportunity for you also to join those people who are coming every time to America. That's the thing. Every country that you come from, let me just give you this assurance. If you come from whatever country you come from, there are so many people from your country here in America. So many people. Nigeria brings 25,000 to 20 to 25,000 students every year. 20 to 25,000 students every year. And they're here and they're surviving and they're making money. So this is an opportunity for you also to be part of those people, right? So the job, there's career guidance, will give you career coaching. There are people who prepare you. As long as you're not lazy, as long as you're driven, you will make it in America. America rewards effort. It rewards intelligence. It rewards intellectual ability, right? I'm here right now. I'm from Zimbabwe. I came here 3 years ago. Not a long time ago. 3 years ago, I already started 2 companies, right? I'm raising capital. I'm even working for myself, right? I have a consulting company that is part of this, right? This is kind of my consulting company. This is some of the things that I do, but I help people buy businesses too with that consulting company. Okay. I've got a fintech company that is going to be sending money to Kenya, to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Zimbabwe, all over Africa from America. Okay. And I raised capital while I was a student. I did all those things as an immigrant student from Africa. Okay, so you drive the things that you want to do, you can do them in America. America rewards effort, it rewards intellectual ability. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people with degrees. Because you grew up being told, you know what, if you go to school, if you get good grades, if you become a good person, you will have it well in life. And then suddenly something wrong happened. It's not being seen in Africa, right? It's not being seen in Africa. But that's why I created this opportunity for many people to be able to use their degrees. You come to America, America will respect your education. America will respect your intellectual ability. America will respect your effort. America will respect your honesty. America will reward the fact that your brain is working, okay, and you're putting effort into something, and that's what it's all about. So I think I've hoped you to understand that. Right. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Robert, I also come from Kenya, but currently working as a missionary teacher in Juba. That's okay. That's okay, Robert. Robert, just send us the documents. We'll study from there. We'll talk with you via email, and then we start it from there, right? We are willing to help you guys. I'm here. We are willing to help you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time. You're the best. May God richly bless you. May God richly elevate you guys. And I believe in Christ. I believe God opened doors for people. I believe God loves everyone, Christians, non-Christians. God wants you to prosper. And this is one of the opportunities that you can actually use. And God is opening this door. Let's do it together. We are here to help you. Send us an email and we'll be talking with you via email and via chats. And stay tuned in the WhatsApp chat. Invite your friends, guys. Invite as many friends as you can. These opportunities. Let me tell you one thing in closing right now. Don't feel like someone will take your place. No one will take your place. The more you are, the better, right? I will tell you why. The Chinese, they bring 300,000 students every year to America. 300,000. Are you listening to that? The Indians, they bring about 100 plus, 100,000 plus students to America every year, right? Every year. And Africa combined, we don't bring more than 60,000, maybe 50,000 combined, all of us. So there's no one to take your opportunity here. The opportunities are there because you already have a degree, and the neighbor, friend has a degree. You just the same club. And when you help other people, they'll also help you along the way. And God is seeing that. So I just want to encourage you, bring other people in the WhatsApp chat. Let us help as many people as we can. And I will be there. We are transparent. We'll be showing you all the ropes, guys. Ask any questions that you want. We are not a scam. We are here to stay. We've been doing this for 3 years. Check our YouTube videos. Check our Facebook. We have been here forever. Check my LinkedIn profile. We are there. We are here. We are not going anywhere. We will be doing this for the next 10 years, just to guarantee you, right? The dynamics might change, but we will be here for the next 10 years doing this thing, helping Africans and other countries to come to America. May God richly bless you. Bye-bye for now, and we'll be meeting in the next meetings. I'll see you in the group chat.